Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to get into my weekly check-in. I know I have a few new subscribers that have come over from Money with Gab, and because I am doing a giveaway, do not forget this giveaway. I'm going to go ahead and do this little plug. If you saw the video with this icon on it, Money with Gab, it is a debt diary, and I'm giving this away for free for somebody who would like to use this to do their work through their debt and pay off debt and succeed in life. And it's a great and awesome opportunity. I even repackage it the way she sent it to me, kind of, and so you'll get it and it'll look like this. So I'm really excited about that. If you have not typed in the comments on that video, it was a debt diary review, Money with Gab. Go check that video out. It was last Saturday. I think it was the 12th when I did that video. Let me see, I got a calendar here. Yes, it went up Saturday the 12th of February, and the debt diary giveaway closes on Friday at midnight. So if you go back to that video, type in debt diary and are subscribed to my channel, and I can confirm who you are, then I can put you into the entry, and I will be announcing the winner on Saturday at 6 o'clock. So I'm really excited about that. And I do notice here my sunlight through my curtains is coming through, so I need to move my curtains. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So I get great natural light, but sometimes it's too great and it starts making funny shadows everywhere. So here we go. Weekly check-in. Super excited about this. My husband is back. This is the first video where I get to say he's home, and he flew home safely from overseas. He is a Navy contractor and was overseas on a ship, and they flew him home because he's a civilian contractor. He only has to go out for shorter periods of time, and then somebody else replaces him. So that was really nice. We do get an overtime check, so look out for my paycheck to paycheck budget for tomorrow. And Friday the, let's see, today's 17th, so Friday the 18th, he's going to get paid. I'm actually putting these videos up hopefully the same day I record them. So that's the plan for right now. And we're just going to get into the numbers. You're going to see a little more increase in spending. I told you as soon as he gets home, it's definitely going to change, and a lot more spending, not in a negative way, but just in a necessity way. So that's what you're going to see here, how we make decisions on spending. And that's what the weekly check-in does. It helps guide you when you have to make decisions on spending, and that is what we did. So I'm going to pop my budget sheets out. I'm going to show you all the things, and then we're going to come in. I'm going to zoom you in close, and you are going to see my 4 spending categories and how what the balances are on those, and then how they relate to the weekly check-in. So let's get started. Okay, I am back. So grocery household is my first category. I've been incorporating my transaction logs that I just, instead of saying transaction logs, I just have grocery household put at the top. I modify it for myself, but everything else is the same down here. And I keep up with all the different times I purchase something, and then I subtract it out. So I have a running daily total. So currently right now in my spending category, I have $105.52 left over. And that's pretty good for the end of the week, especially when my husband only came back on Monday and today is Thursday. We really kind of kept the groceries within check. I do believe going forward, starting in March, I will be budgeting $1,200 for grocery household, not $1,000 for the entire month. I budget for the entire month, and then I break it up per week that we will be spending, and subtract from there. So every time a new week hits, that's what happens. And I'll kind of show you what that looks like right here. So here is grocery household. I'm done spending for the day. I went to Harris Teeter. You're going to see that on my calendar. We're going to put those stickers on there together. And this is kind of a how-to, or how I do this. And you can pick and choose whether you want a transaction log or if you want to track your expenses on the calendar. You don't have to do both. I do it several different ways in order to hopefully inspire you to find what fits and works for you. So I'm adding this to add another element of how you can do it. You can pick whichever one you want. A lot of people don't even do the weekly check-in. They do paycheck to paycheck, and then they just follow their checking account, and it works well. Here, I like to show all of it. So now that I know I'm done spending for the day, I know on the 18th, so 2/18/22, and I'm just pretending that this is tomorrow, I would add to my budget amount $250. So this number here I broke up every week for 4 weeks in February is $250. So this is going to be week 4 of the weekly check-in, and I'm going to put the $250 plus the $105.52, and starting Friday, tomorrow, if I have to go grocery shopping, this is what the budget amount for the 18th through, what is the week? 18th, I do a Friday through Thursday, so that's the 24th. Now the 25th through the 28th, which is only 4 days, I will be doing just those 4 days as a week 5 check-in, but I'm not adding more money to this section. I'm just using what's left over to cover those last 4 days. So that's how that's going to work. And then when you add $250 here, so it's $355.52. Hey, I did math in my head. So there we go. And you know what? Even though I know it's probably right, I still have to do it on a calculator. Isn't that sad? You don't trust yourself even though you know you're right. That's just how I am though. $355.52. Okay. So this is my new budget starting for tomorrow. And then as I go through the week, each time I go shopping, I just kind of track it here. Now the next category I have is restaurants. Now you're going to see this is barely filled out, and you're like, why do you have a big sheet with all those lines if it's barely filled out? When my husband is gone, I just don't go anywhere. I don't shop a lot, and we are going through some diet changes because of my diabetes. I was diagnosed type 2 diabetic back in October, and so we're still figuring things out for ourselves and moving forward from here. So here, I think that's all I had in restaurants. Yeah, I don't think we did anything else. So here's the restaurant category, and it's a pretty large amount because in the past we would spend anywhere from $400 to $600 a month in eating out, and now we're not. Now, like I said, my husband just got back. He's the one that loves to go out. Now, I'm going to keep this amount in this category because we do want to do a date night. He flew in on Valentine's Day, so we didn't really get to celebrate Valentine's Day traditionally, so we're going to pick a night, have a dinner date night, and one of our favorite steak places. We usually spend about $100 or so, and so that's going to cover that. So now that I know there's no spending eating out because we meal planned for today, for tomorrow, starting tomorrow, I'm going to add another $112.50 to this number, which is a lot of money, but if we don't use it in restaurants and we need to use it in groceries because of inflation, then that is what we're going to do. I might even drop our restaurant amount down in order to kind of compensate for the grocery household inflation. Now, I combine grocery and household because I buy them at the same time at the same stores. I don't separate and shop separately for those. So it's one receipt. I don't have to split it up and we're good to go. All right, so $112.50 plus the $246.29, and we're gonna clear that out. $246.29, and there we go. $358.79 is the total. So I'm gonna write that number here. And this is the new budget for the 18th through the 24th. Make sure I'm right on that date. Yeah. All right, so that's the restaurants. Miscellaneous. So we're actually going to be negative in miscellaneous, but it's okay. It's okay, because there was plenty of spending in the other categories to cover the cost of this. Now, I don't use cash envelopes. I don't use, I don't have these categories actually separated in the bank account. Basically, this is my checking account. This is where all the bills come out. This is where all our spending comes out. This is where everything happens. Everything flows in, everything flows out. Because this money left over from restaurants is still sitting in the checking account, and the money from groceries is still sitting in the checking account, it can take care of this amount until my husband gets paid tomorrow, because it's only $17.66. We went to AutoZone, spent $190 because I did not do a good job keeping the battery charged in my husband's Jeep while he was gone, and we had some good cold snaps. But I do get to add some money back into this that is coming from the income that comes in tomorrow, and then this goes back into positive. So we were fine with this going into the negative, because it was such a small amount comparatively speaking. It wasn't that big a deal. Two, miscellaneous this is what this category is for. Typically I use it for fun stuff, but when something like this happens, I either take it out of the buffer of the checking account, depending on how much that is. If I don't have enough there, I take it out of savings and transfer funds from savings into checking to cover the cost. Or if my miscellaneous has plenty of money in it, then I subtract there first, and then the rest of it's compensated either by the other spending categories or the buffer of the checking account. So because it is basically one account I'm using. So here we go. On the 18th, which is tomorrow, I'm adding $137.50, and oops, I don't want to add that, I want to subtract it. So we are subtracting $17.66 from that, and that will compensate for sure in the spending category of the total budget I want for the entire month to stay in balance. So $137.50 minus the $17.66. There you go. So what this is telling me is I only have $119.84 for next week on miscellaneous random stuff. That is the new budget amount, and I'm going to go forward from there. Let's see, budget 18 through the 24th. And there we go. And then gasoline, we did, oops, that's not this one. We did spend in gasoline today. I went ahead and bought gas since we were out and about. Let's see. If you watched my past videos, these budget sheets are usually full. We would just spend. And that might start happening again now that my husband's back and things have to be taken care of. And I think he's the spender of the family, to be honest with you. Or he's very incorrigible. But he's being very cautious now. So we may change that going forward. We know we are definitely thinking of job changes, and that can change your income and things like that. So we're being cautious right now. So $90.77 is what's left. I bought gas today at BP. And now my new category, or this category of new budget, I'm going to add $75. So let's see, 90.77 plus 75, and 165.77. There we go. So the budget for the 18th through the 24th is going to be that amount. All right. Now that we've done that, we're going to go to the calendar, and I'm going to show you, if you don't like doing the log like this and knowing your day-to-day spending, that if that's not the priority of what you're doing or how you're wanting to do it, and that's perfectly fine. If you understand your spending habits well enough, you don't do this, then that's fine. So the other way a lot of people love doing it is with a calendar, and then they just put, they either track by writing it down, or I use expense stickers that I create for myself. And we're just going to kind of look at the month right now. And so this is one half page, and here's the other half page. All right, so we are going to put down the expense stickers I have for today, because I did go shopping. Today's the 17th, And I'm going to show you the colors I highlight and all of that. So we're going to do that on here. And you're only going to get to see part of it just because I have it zoomed in so close. So as you can see, the key over here says grocery household is in pink, restaurants is in blue, miscellaneous is in green, gasoline is in orange, and unbudgeted is in yellow. And that is how we're going to categorize the spending for today. So let's see. There we go. So AutoZone, we decided that that was going to be miscellaneous instead of unbudgeted, because we just wanted to spend the money we had in there, and we knew what overreach we had, we could still sustain that account or that amount in the account. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight the AutoZone right here. There we go. And I always use tweezers because, I don't know, they work better for me when I lay things down. So let's put this, they line up better for me, I guess you would say. There we go. All right, there's that. The next thing I have is Harris Teeter, which is groceries. We bought mostly meats. It was $67 even. Whatever the change difference was went to a charity at the grocery store. So we gave a little bit there. And every penny adds up and helps, and we love helping our community and as well as our church. But anytime we have other opportunities like that, we like to give as well. So food pantries, things like that. All right, so $67 for Harris Teeter. And then I also have one more, which is gas. And that's that, orange. So budgeting really is very personal to you on how you make your decisions and thinking it through. Now, I don't do a lot of playing this game, or if I move money here to there and, shuffle money around to get what I want. I don't do that. But I do think things through and decide, okay, what category is best for this? What makes more sense? What is it we need in all these different categories? So, and what works best? I'm trying to get the lighting a little bit better. I don't know if I can. Okay, I'm back. So that is how you would track your spending. You just take your receipts for the day. You use a calendar, you put down those expenses and the totals, and then at the end of the week you take those totals and you put them on your weekly check-in, which I have on the back here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and write this out. I forgot my sticky note. All right, so we're going to take a look at this, and we're going to start with grocery household, and then I'm going to just write these down. So I had 2 no spends on Friday and Saturday of last week. I have here groceries here at Walmart for $143.24. Food Lion for $70.89. There's a lot of restocking that we're doing for my husband's favorite things that we hadn't been able to, or I didn't know what he wanted, or if he still wanted. I try to wait till he gets home so we can just pick what he wants when he gets back, because he knows better when he gets back what he really wants. I've tried to stock ahead of time, and it's always a disaster because sometimes he just gets tired of things and he doesn't want stuff and things go to waste. So let's see, check those off and go ahead and total this up. 24 plus 70, 89, and 67. All right, so $281.13 is what we have here that we had spent. I did watch a video this morning. What is her name? She's in her apron. Love watching her. She's so funny, and I just enjoy her personality and tips and tricks that she has. You know what I didn't write? I did not write that pizza. We always I don't know why I put a no spend there, because I know I spent something. Take that off. I forgot to write that pizza. But anyway, she was doing she did a video on inflation and Costco, and I went, oh wow. So she took what videos she did the previous year, and she also took the prices of those in those videos, and then showed us the difference of the previous year, what went up and then what went down. So I thought, wow, that's really cool. So I really enjoyed watching that. So we had $35.27. Restaurant, and that's Papa John's. That was pizza for me and the boys, and extras. Yeah, I'm gonna rewrite that because that's very sloppy. I've been very sloppy lately. Maybe I need to eat or something. Let's see. 35.27. There we go. It's better. All right. So that is the only restaurant that we had. So we're just writing 35.27 here. I'm really proud of how well I have maintained and stayed on track for what my body needs as far as not eating out and things like that. So there's restaurants, and that is taken care of. All right, not sure why I had a no spend. I always spend on Friday. It's payday usually, and it's pizza night. I don't know. That was kind of weird. All right, so the next thing we have is miscellaneous. So miscellaneous would be over here. So when I picked my husband up at the airport, we did pay for parking, which was $2. And I just used my debit card. I ordered some cords, 10-foot long power cords for devices for my boys. It was $16.95 for a pack of 3, which was nice. And oops, check and check. And then what have I got over here? And then the AutoZone. So like I said, this is going to go negative, but we know it goes negative and we know we can handle the difference. So that's pretty awesome. I like the fact that we can make strategic decisions like that, and that we keep enough cash flow and emergency to cover something like that. So that there's just no stress when you have this ability to plan and prepare for those kind of things. Even in small amounts, even if we only had a little bit of money, like we used to when we were active duty Navy, we really didn't have any emergency fund. We were living off credit card and living off of everything else. So it was very difficult. And as things changed and we started getting smarter and paying more attention and paid off debt, then that became priority. Things got better. And we've never been happier and healthier as a family, as far as, the lower stress levels and things like that. So debt payoffs are amazing and can change your life. So that is my tidbit for today. Gas, $69.79. Now we'll be spending more in this category now that he's back. He hasn't gone back to work yet. He took the week off and then he goes back to work next week. I don't know if he's going to be in the office or if he's going to be anywhere else, but we'll see. And then I pulled out cash at an ATM for haircuts. It's unbudgeted, meaning I didn't budget for it, but I got the money or spent the money. So I pulled $50 out, all 3 of my guys in my house, and we're a household of 4 adults. So a 17-year-old, 23-year-old, and then, those are our sons, and then me and my husband. And all 3 of the boys, I call my husband a boy, so all 3 of the boys need a haircut. And my husband needs a cut, Jack needs a cut, and then Justin needs just a teeny tiny trim because he doesn't cut his hair. He's been growing his hair out since 2017, and it's down to his waist, and we just trim it just to kind of make it healthy and stuff. Get the split ends off and things. So that's what we're doing this weekend, and that is awesome. And yeah, so there we go. I have everything listed. And as far as the weekly check-in, on my budget sheets, the way I work them, is I take the amount budgeted that I planned for grocery, household, restaurants, miscellaneous, gasoline. I subtract these numbers, and except for the unbudgeted, I just kind of keep an eye on it. And if it's unbudgeted, the reason I started writing it, I need to know, is it frivolous or if it was necessary? This is definitely necessary. And it kind of keeps me in check of not being so frivolous, because last year I was really struggling to not have a lot of frivolous spending, and that's where I came up with this. So we are going to put the spent amount down here, $281.13, $35.27, and then $209.24, $69.79, and then, like I said, I don't really count this, but I like seeing it here just to remind me to think, is this unbudgeted frivolous, or is this unbudgeted necessary? And it's necessary. So I'm just going to total these 4 categories, and then we'll figure out how much I spent in total, or we spent as a family. $281.13 plus the $35.27 plus $209.24 and the $69.79. Make sure I had the right number there. All right, $595.43. So that's what I want to write here, $595.43. All right, now we're going to take this number that I had for the budget, and I'm going to subtract that number. So let's see if I can get all this on here. $1,123.55 minus the $595.43. Oops, that was not right. Let's try that again. 355 minus 59543. There we go. All right, now we have 528. Oops, I didn't mean to put a decimal yet. $28.12. Okay, and here we go. Now we're going to go across. I'm all crooked on here. Clean up a little bit here. There we go. All right, now I'm going to go across this way. These balances should be identical to the logs I just showed you. So, so I know I've done it correctly. So 386.65 minus 281.13, and that's 105.52. 281.56 minus 35.27. That gives us 246.29, and that lines up. And then we have the, I forgot, apparently Friday I wasn't paying attention at all. And I spent a lot of money on Friday. So I have another miscellaneous item, and what I had done was, and it was on the sheet. So this was accurate, and this is what I go day to day. I spent $103.20 with Sarah Marie stickers. I bought entire April kits. I bought 3 of the 4 designs that she did, and then I got some sale items, and then kind of hodgepodge together a 4th week, because the one design that she had with the sweatshirt tied around the waist or something, it was cute, but it wasn't my favorite, and that was what was part of the April, and I just didn't want it, so I didn't get it. But the rest of them I was absolutely in love with. So I need to put that down. I can't believe I forgot. So this was Etsy. Sarah Marie. There we go. And that was 103. That was a lot of money. That was for an entire month. But this was for my A5 Rings agenda and my hourly and the extras. And I bought the washi this time, where I don't always buy the washi, but I keep going back and getting the washi even afterwards. And so I might as well just buy it all at once, because I'm still spending the same amount of money. I'm not saving anything, so I might as well just do it all at once. So that's miscellaneous. And now I can have the right number for that, because I knew it was over budget, but it didn't look like it once I wrote that number down. So let's go ahead and pull this up. Let's see. Oops, there we are. All right, so this number is not right. So 209.24 plus the 103.20 is 312.44. So let's write that number here. Which means I gotta change this number, which means I gotta change this number, which is why I buy erasable pens. There we go. All right, 312.44. All right, and we'll go back and do that later. Minus, oh no, let's try this. 294.78 minus 312.44. All right, negative 1766, which is what I have in my spreadsheet. So I do know that is the proper over budget. There we go, negative 1766. I kind of had a feeling something wasn't right, but I wasn't sure what it was. So now that I've got that figured out, let's go ahead and get this gasoline. 160.56 minus the 69. 69.79. There we go. $90.77, which is what my tracker says as well. And that I don't count at all. So let's count total things up this way, and then I'll do it, recalculate that, and then we'll close out this video. So 90.77 minus the 17.66 plus the 246.29 plus the 105.52. There we go. All right, now we're showing $424.92. All right, let's see if that matches going this direction. So 81.13 plus 35.27 plus 312.44 plus 69.79, and then that gives us 698.63 minus the 12355. So okay, my number matches. Very cool. So I have this figured out. I have left over in my spending categories $424.92, and that balances forward to the next week, which is week 4. Now, as you saw on my transaction logs, I added a specific amount that I've divided throughout the month. So week 1 through 4, I'm giving myself the same amount of numbers that I have in these numbers right here for the categories, and I just add it to what's left over from the previous week that didn't get spent. So that's the same concept here. Week 5, I'm not adding because I'm just, whatever's left over here is going to cover week 5. It's just, that's how I'm going to do my weekly check-in. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, our grocery household that I'm balancing forward here is 105.52, and just like I added before, the $250, which was $355.52. That is the new balance here. And hopefully that'll be enough for the week. If not, I will take out of restaurants, and that'll cover the cost of any overages in grocery household. Just because of inflation, it's just, I just was at the store and I mostly just bought meats. And I didn't buy that much in meats. So it's a little scary out there right now. I just don't like it. 246.29 plus the 112.50 a week. And that gives us 358.79. We can do our one night eating out plus the pizza night. And that'll kind of double too. Instead of $35, it may be $70, just because my husband and I might get something different than our sons, and, you know, 2 different restaurants, and then the big late Valentine dinner. So, but the rest of it, if I needed to, I can go to grocery household if I had to. Miscellaneous, that was a negative 1766 negative. Oh, that's not how I want to do it. Negative 1766 plus 137.50, and that's that 119 you saw earlier. Oops, 84, not 82. $90.77 plus the $75 a week that I'm doing. $165 I just filled up today, so I don't think we'll be going through all of this. Going forward, I'm going to increase the gas budget to $3.50, I think, just in case my husband really starts going into the office regularly or going to the naval base regularly. So those two are big factors in what we budget our gas on. There we go. Unbudgeted is always $0. There we go. And I'm going to total these up. $355.52 plus $358.79 plus $119.84 plus $165.77. All right, we're so close to $1,000. That's hilarious. Okay, so we're at $999.92, and that's going to cover up to the 24th, or actually to the 28th, both week 4 and 5 of the rest of this month. And that's plenty to get us through the rest of this month. So the cool thing is, once you know, like the 18th is payday for us on the calendar right here, right? And once you know that, what your payday is and what your how much you have left, or how much you have calculated to cover like the next till the end of the month, you can take that number and go, okay, how much can I spend on average a day? I can figure out how many days are left. So you start with the 18th to the 24th is 7 days, and then 8, 9, and 10, 11. So a total of 11 days. So if I divide that by 11 days, we're average about $90 a day left that I can spend on any of those categories before I run out of money. So when the deposits hit, you know, when you see, let's just say you get paid $2,000 paycheck here, and you know you have $999 of that is your spending categories all the way till the end of the month, because you're not going to get paid again, or at least we're not going to get paid again until the 1st of the next month, because my husband does get paychecks on the 1st of the month too. Or if it goes all the way out to the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, you don't get it paid again till the 4th of March. And this would be the 4th of March here. Then you would say, instead of 11 days, it'd be 12, 13, 14 days of pay, 14 days left on that $999. So you could definitely do $999.96 divided by 14 days, how much for the 2 weeks until the next paycheck, and that gives you $71 to work with each day. And you can protect or put a buffer in your mind around that specific amount of money that is going to go to that to your spending categories. And you know the rest of the money sitting in the checking account is to pay for any bills that need to come out, or leave money in the buffer of the checking account. So I think that's really cool to have that information. That is why we do a weekly check-in, is to have that information so we know how to put a buffer and protect our spending categories so we can take care of the needs of our family and ourselves. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out, and we're going to close out this video. I'll be right back. Okay, so that is it. That's my weekly check-in. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to go back to my giveaway that was uploaded on the 12th of February. Tomorrow, the 18th, is the last day to watch and kind of subscribe to my channel and get entered into that contest where we're doing the debt diary giveaway. Go check it out. Money with Gab. She's an awesome person. She has great products, and I sell my own products, but you know, we're an amazing community of people who love to share things that work for other people. And if this is not what you do, but something like a debt diary would definitely help you get out of debt, I want you to see what it is and share in that. So I hope you have an amazing and blessed day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know